3 ways to make money with NFTs in the bear market. All right, guys, we know we're in a bear market and it's pretty hard to really make consistent profits flipping or trading NFTs nowadays. So how do you still keep stacking that crypto cash and those NFTs so that you're nice and ready for the next bull run? How do you turn this bear market into something of an opportunity? And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. See, a bear market is actually an opportunity because it gives you the space and time to actually build your network, build your skills, get better at seeing which projects are going to work or not, and really up-level yourself without all the chaos and craziness of a bull market. So here are 4 ways to actually be profitable during this bear market without having to trade or flip NFTs. So the first way is pretty simple. It's to actually work in the NFT or Web3/crypto space. This obviously depends on your skill set, right? But if you're a degen who's spending 8 hours a day already on Discord, you may as well get paid for it, you know? So many of us have skill sets that can be applicable to Web3 and NFTs. So for example, I'm an entrepreneur with extensive marketing experience. I know how to hire people. I know how to project manage. And essentially, I'm using those skill sets to work on a project called Cryptopia. It's in the description below. It's essentially the world's first NFT resort. But that's kind of how I'm using my skills in the Web3 world. Even if you have something like a Web2 software development background, right? You can easily learn Solidity or Rust and turn into a blockchain developer and be able to really save up a lot of cash and then obviously reinvest that into crypto, reinvest that into blue chip NFTs, etc. Now, even if you don't have those skill sets, you could start out with something like moderating Discords, right? And getting to know project founders that way. And that eventually leads down to a community management role, which is pretty lucrative. Now, the best thing about working the Web3 and crypto space is even if you're making the same amount as in Web2 or your regular day job, the fact of the matter is you're going to get so many connections and alpha. You're going to know what the big projects are because you're working in the space. Even if you have a day job, you can still do this by finding a part-time Web3 job. Yeah, you might have to cut down on your, evening kind of going out and maybe cut down on some other things and work some extra hours, but it's all going to be worth it in the end and you'll have fun doing it. I have a blast working in the space. Now let's talk about number 2, which is to create content in the space. Creating content is one of the best ways to become better at seeing which NFTs are going to take off and not, right? Because you're essentially going out there, you have to research projects. So when I'm creating content for this YouTube channel, it forces me to go out and find great projects. And some of my biggest wins have been due to me creating content for this YouTube channel, right? So if you look at some of the old projects I've covered, for example, I covered Cubist Collective and it was about to mint. It's easily 6x since when I made the video. So by having to create content for this YouTube channel, so, I can provide some value to you guys, I'm actually finding great projects myself. Now, this could be Twitter threads, right? If you're a writer, go with Twitter threads, in-depth Medium posts, or you could even do a YouTube channel like I'm doing. This really depends on your skill set, but if you're a charismatic person, obviously video and YouTube can be a good fit. And if you're a really great writer, obviously the written method with Twitter and Medium threads can make sense as well. Now, this has huge benefits. Other than finding projects early, you can easily get whitelisted or allow listed for quality, promising projects, which really improves your ability to kind of flip and be able to make profits. And obviously, you're going to meet founders, you're going to build connections and network. And if you want to actually work in the space, it becomes a lot easier. So I actually found my first paid consulting contract in the space because of my YouTube channel. Now, number 3 is volunteer or even work for a DAO/NFT community, right? Many of you are feeling a bit lost. You feel like you don't have a useful skill set in Web3, but there's just so many different positions out there, right? And there's so many DAOs out there that are essentially paying people to do a lot of these important roles. And some of these might be applicable to skill sets you have. So for example, if you're a real life carpenter or a real life person who works in the trades, there's actually DAOs like the Cabin DAO where they're actually building these like physical co-living spaces for creators to come together and work together. And they're actually, if you can build stuff like in real life for these facilities, yeah, you can get rewarded in the ecosystem. So there's pretty much something for everybody. There's all these incredible DAOs, there are incredible NFT projects that are all over the place from, different niches, even media, art, entertainment, etc. So if you really go out there, you can find something for yourself, and you can just start out as volunteering. So you could literally go in, be like, do a bunch of free work for people, and eventually you'll start getting paid for it, or paid in other forms, like actually getting consulting or contracting gigs. Now, the final way, number 4, is just learn. So this is a good time with the bear market. If you have an extra couple hours a day, you could literally go out there and learn new skill sets such as blockchain programming. You could learn about marketing. You could really add or even pivot your career. So you don't have to stay in your current career. You can really change it around and try to get into a new niche, because obviously with the crypto world, there's just so much demand for help and work, even volunteer work. You're able to really pivot and work in whatever different capacity you want, as long as you have some ability to kind of learn quickly. So guys, those are my 4 ways to keep making money during the NFT bear market. Yes, none of them have to do with trading or flipping, but really this is the time to upgrade your skills, really save cash, and then invest in blue chip projects. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and make sure to go check out Cryptopia. It'll be in the link below, so you can go check out our project and see what it's about. Thanks again for watching this video.